Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl, Miss Jaleisha J. If you do not know me, if this is your first time to my channel, hello. I am an inspirational speaker, spiritual teacher, and I am an author. And I help you challenge your limited beliefs so that you can manifest and align to a life that you desire. And I help you do this by giving you tools and resources to open up your heart space so you can live a more authentic life. So if you feel a vibe with me, you feel a connection, if you like the energy that I have to bring, I hope so, please make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you are aware when I post videos. So the title should be pretty clear what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about signs that you are clairvoyant. And I want to do a 4-part series talking about the 4 clairs of your intuitive gifts, and maybe to see which one do you identify with. I think the intuition is so important, that we know our own gifts, our own spiritual gifts that we have been blessed with on this earth. Because the more that we are in tune with ourselves, and the more that we trust what is inherently in us, what we inherently been born with, the more that we can trust that we are supported, the more that we can trust ourselves when we're dealing with relationships with other people, with experiences, with events, anything in life, we'll know what we should or should not do because we can trust us. And the more you trust your intuition, the more that you are likely to be on the path that is meant for you. And it's not like anybody else, but who knows you better than yourself? My sister, my mama, my cousin, my brother, my dad, they can't tell me about me because they don't know me as much as I should know who I am. My being, my spirit, my soul. And so for you, being in line with your intuition means that you are in line with your divine source, you're in line with God, you're in line with the universe, and you are supported. You trust yourself fully that you know that you're good. But when you go against yourself, that's when we have self-doubt, that's when we have worry, that's when we seek other people's validation and their opinions, and we are so disconnected from our source. We're so disconnected from who we truly are. So hopefully, if you identify with any of the 4 clairs in any of the videos that will be coming out, that I'll be posting, please let me know. And I would say, just before we get into the signs that you may be clairvoyant, if this resonates with you, start tapping into all that you are. Don't be afraid to unlock the parts of you that seem different, that seem odd, because actually it is truly your calling, it's truly your path to being more in tune with yourself. You've been given these gifts for a reason. You've been given these tools for a reason, and it's here to help you elevate on your path. Can you imagine those who say that they're empaths, or those who say that they're very much intuitive? That means they trust themselves on a whole other level. That means that any decision that they make, any business decision, any love decision, any friendship decision, they trust themselves. They trust their gut. They trust their instincts. And so they know what's right for them, and they know what's not right for them. But those who go against their intuition, go against their feelings, their gut, those are the ones who suffer. We have pain, we have anxiety. And so hopefully what you take from this, if you feel anything resonates with you, tap into all that you are. Trust yourself, be more open to receiving all of your gifts. So let's just dive into it. I am also clairvoyant and I will give you some of my experiences as well. But I would say the first sign that you may be clairvoyant is that you naturally probably had an imaginary friend when you were younger. I think this could be for any of the clairs, but as a clairvoyant, you probably naturally just had an imaginary friend. You probably actually saw this person. You saw this shadow, you saw this spirit. You actually really was like, this is my friend. You talked to your friend, you hung out with your friend. That's probably a sign that you were clairvoyant, because you probably were seeing a shadow, you probably were seeing a person, you probably were visualizing an actual person, and everyone else was around you was like, oh, that's just an imaginary friend, but really that really was your friend. Because you're clairvoyant, you could see them, they were with you, you could see that spirit, you could see that guide, and that was like your friend, like that was your bud. And so if you were that person when you were a kid, that your imaginary friend was with you everywhere, and you saw them, you hung out with them, you talked to them, you probably are clairvoyant, because you can see things that other people cannot. You have the gift of sight. That's what clairvoyancy is. It is the gift of seeing. It's the gift of vision. It's a gift of clarity. A lot of people who are clairvoyant are psychics, are mediums, are people who can see what others cannot see. People who can prophesize, and they're like, I saw it. I saw this coming to you. You're like, how? I saw it. That's a gift of sight. So yeah, if you had an imaginary friend, you probably are clairvoyant, possibly, but a lot of us had imaginary friends, and necessarily doesn't mean that we were clairvoyant. But just be skeptical of it. And if you have children who say they have imaginary friends, pay attention to them, listen to them, because they're not just saying anything just to say it. They have knowledge and they're tapping into their gifts. So let them hone in a gift. Support them as they're navigating, learning about themselves, because the more they feel empowered by their environment, their parents, the more they're okay with tapping into those gifts, the more that they're okay with being different. Because it's a gift to be able to see. It's a gift to be able to be blessed with your intuition and to be able to trust yourself and what you feel. So the second sign I would say is that you have the gift of seeing lights, colors, and auras. So when I say this, you may be gifted with the fact that you could be out somewhere and you're talking to a friend or you're talking to certain people and you see colors around certain people. You see auras, you see color auras, you see certain lights. That's the gift of sight. That's the gift of clairvoyancy, because other people can't see that, but that can tell you a lot about a person. You probably can see a friend and they're covered in yellow and you just feel this magnetic energy of brightness and love and self-confidence. Other people can't see that aura, but you can. Or you can see the aura of darkness. You can see the aura of somebody in pain. You can see a shadow within them. That's the gift of being able to see this person's going through something. I may not want to deal with them, or they may need more compassion, or they may be struggling with depression or anxiety right now. So if you're naturally a person that you see lights, auras, and orbs, that's a gift. That's your clairvoyancy gift. Tap into it. Don't be afraid of it. Trust it, because it's really your intuition showing you about other people, showing you about other people's auras, their energy, showing you about if you really want to deal with other people or not, if you should really trust yourselves around certain people and what they got going on. So trust that. Third sign is that you can easily visualize and dream the life that you want to live. This is very much a very clairvoyant sign. If it's easy for you to daydream, it's easy for you to go off into wonderland about the things that you desire, your dreams, the things that you wish to be. If you're able to easily visualize when you meditate, that is a sign that you have the gift of vision, the gift of sight, because not everybody can see things. Not everybody can see things so easily. Not everybody can just sit here and 1 second I'm sitting here and the next thing I'm seeing me getting married and going off to Wonderland. That's a gift. So if you're easily able to visualize what you want to happen, you have the gift of sight. And so take advantage of that. That means that you can intentionally manifest. That means you can intentionally put your thoughts, what you want, and call that into being, and that you can really take action to bring that to life. If you have the gift of sight, that's a blessing. Another sign that you have the gift of sight is that you have vivid dreams. I have vivid dreams. I get premonitions and I am able to see things before they're able to happen. My messages come to me through dreams. And so a lot of the things that I see in dreams, it happens later on. And I'm like, oh gosh, I kind of remember this. I think I dreamed about this. Yeah. That's the gift of vision. That's the gift of sight. So if you have vivid dreams and you remember those dreams, start writing those dreams down, because normally they could be messages, they could be resources, they could be tools teaching you about yourself or answering questions that you may have or giving you guidance and resources. Or it could be showing you things about other people around you. It may be premonitions. It may be things that you need to be aware of that's coming. And you need to write it down. If you're one of those people and you've had dreams and then later on you're like, dang, I swear this is deja vu. I swear I dreamed this. Yes, that's a sign. You probably have a gift. You probably have clairvoyancy. That is your gift. So if you want to remember your dreams, or you want to be able to capitalize on that, put a glass of water by your bed or near like the foot of your bed at night, like a full glass of water, and when you wake up in the morning, write down your dreams. Keep a dream journal. reference it later. It may be a crazy dream that you had, and then you can go back later and say, oh, I see what that was. Because we get messages, we get intuitive messages, and those are the things that's for you to use. You can be guided on how you need to move forward on your path. Now, of course, you can dive deeper into clairvoyancy as far as wanting to, you know, tap into psychic gifts and tap into your intuition and whatnot. But for me, I use it as a tool and resource to be able to really trust myself. When I first started my spiritual journey, one of the first things I did when I was meditating every day, I just kept seeing a whole bunch of different things. I was seeing orbs, colors, lights. I was also seeing things I could never imagine about myself, like things I always wished internally, but I never spoke out loud. And that's how I knew that I was supported. That's how I knew that this was for me as far as this path, because it was all within my heart. Everything that I really, really wanted, it was just there. And I had never had that experience before of being so clear that what I really wanted actually was possible. And so that's why I think the gift of clairvoyancy is that if you trust yourself, if you allow yourself to be in tune with self, then you don't have to doubt what's coming to you. You don't have to feel different. You don't have to feel like, you know, that what you really want isn't for you. You can see it, you can visualize it. If you've been given the gift of sight, you've been given that because it's confirmation that, look, what you want is possible. What you want is absolutely can happen, but you have to put forth the effort and make it so. So if you are clairvoyant or you have these signs, please let me know in the comments. Please let me know your experience of clairvoyancy, and don't be afraid to tap into your intuition. Once again, tap into all that you are, because it is magical, because you can do a lot, you can experience a lot, and you can trust yourself. And when you trust yourself, you are a magnetic being. And when you're magnetic, that means you attract magnetic experiences to your frequency and to your vibration that complements all that you are. So I send you love, I send you grace, and I hope you have an amazing day.